When it comes to midsize and heavy-duty pickup trucks, two names always come up in serious discussions: the Ford Ranger Super Duty and the Toyota Tacoma. Now, these two trucks are not built exactly for the same type of buyer. One is designed with pure work capability in mind, while the other is built to be a reliable all-rounder that can handle both adventure and daily driving. So in this video, we are going to break them down in 5 important categories: towing and payload, off-road performance, engine and power, daily comfort and technology, and finally reliability and ownership experience. And by the end, we will find out which truck actually deserves a crown overall, or whether it depends entirely on what you need. Let's start with the most important category for any serious truck buyer: towing and payload capacity. The Ford Ranger Super Duty absolutely dominates in this area. This truck is clearly built for one main purpose: hard work. Ford has reinforced the chassis, strengthened the suspension, and tuned the drivetrain specifically to handle heavy loads without breaking a sweat. When you hook up a trailer behind the Ranger Super Duty, it feels stable and controlled. Even when fully loaded, it maintains confidence on highways and rough roads. This is the kind of truck you would trust for construction work, hauling equipment, or long-distance towing without constantly worrying about stress on the engine or frame. Now, the Toyota Tacoma is not weak. It's actually quite capable for a mid-sized truck. It can tow boats, small trailers, and carry decent payloads for camping or light work. But the moment you push it into serious heavy-duty territory, you start to feel its limitations. The engine works harder, the suspension feels more stressed, and stability under heavy load is not at the same level as the Ford. One criticism for the Ford though: all this strength comes with weight and fuel consumption. You don't get this level of capability without compromise. But still, in pure towing and payload performance, the Ranger Super Duty is in a completely different league. It takes this round comfortably. Now let's move into one of the most exciting categories: off-road performance. This is where the Toyota Tacoma truly shows why it has such a loyal fan base around the world. The Tacoma feels alive on rough terrain, whether it's rocky trails, muddy spots, or desert-like conditions. It handles them with confidence. Toyota has spent years refining this truck's off-road DNA, and it really shows. The suspension travel feels balanced, the steering is predictable, and the overall lightweight feel makes it easier to control in tight trails. It's the kind of truck that makes off-roading fun instead of stressful. On the other hand, the Ford Ranger Super Duty is capable, no doubt about it. It has strong ground clearance, a tough body, and enough torque to crawl over obstacles with ease. But you can tell that Ford prioritized work performance over recreational trail driving. The Super Duty feels heavier, more rigid, and not as playful in technical off-road situations. It can do the job, but it doesn't feel as naturally suited for adventure driving as the Tacoma. A small criticism for Toyota here would be that while it's excellent off-road, it's not the most powerful truck in extreme uphill or heavy load off-road scenarios. But overall, for pure off-road enjoyment, control, and balance, the Toyota Tacoma wins this round clearly. Now let's talk about what's under the hood: engine performance and overall driving power. The Ford Ranger Super Duty is built to feel strong at all times. The torque delivery is impressive, especially when you're carrying loads or accelerating under pressure. Never really struggles, even at low or PMIs. It delivers enough pulling power that makes it ideal for towing and heavy-duty work. This is where Ford clearly engineered the truck for real-world strength. The Toyota Tacoma uses a more modern turbocharged setup that focuses on efficiency and balanced performance. In normal driving conditions, it feels smooth, responsive, and quite enjoyable. However, when both trucks are pushed hard, especially under load, the Tacoma starts to feel like it is working harder compared to the Ford. One downside for the Ford is fuel consumption. With more power and weight, you are going to pay for it at the pump. But in terms of raw strength, torque delivery, and overall performance under stress, the Ranger Super Duty takes the win in this category. Now this is the category where many buyers actually spend most of their time. Daily comfort and technology. The Toyota Tacoma has made a big improvement in recent generations. The cabin feels modern, the seating position is comfortable, and the interior design is user-friendly. Everything feels built for daily usability. Whether you are driving in traffic, going on a long trip, or just using it casually, the Tacoma feels easy to live with. The suspension also absorbs bumps quite well, giving it a smoother ride experience overall. The Ford Ranger Super Duty, on the other hand, is more focused on durability and capability. While it does offer modern tech and features, the ride quality feels firmer. You can feel the truck's heavy-duty nature in everyday driving. Finally, we come to one of the most important factors for long-term buyers: reliability and ownership experience. The Toyota Tacoma has built a global reputation for being one of the most reliable trucks ever made. Many owners report driving them for years, even decades, with minimal major issues. That long-term durability is one of Toyota's strongest selling points. Another big advantage is resale value. Tacoma trucks hold their value extremely well, which makes them a smart financial choice in the long run. The Ford Ranger Super Duty is also a strong and well-built truck. Ford has improved reliability significantly over the years, and the Super Duty platform is designed to handle tough workloads. However, because it is more complex and more heavily engineered for extreme capability, long-term maintenance could potentially be more demanding compared to the simpler philosophy of the Tacoma. One downside for Toyota is that parts and trims can sometimes be expensive depending on the market, but overall ownership peace of mind still belongs to Toyota. So for reliability, long-term durability, and resale value, the Toyota Tacoma wins this round again. After comparing both trucks across 5 important categories, we end up with a very interesting result. The Ford Ranger Super Duty dominates in towing, payload, and raw performance. It is clearly the stronger workhorse and the better option for heavy-duty users. The Toyota Tacoma, however, wins in off-road capability, daily comfort, and long-term reliability. It is the more balanced and lifestyle-friendly truck. So the final decision really depends on the driver. If you need a truck for serious work, towing, and heavy loads, the Ford Ranger Super Duty is the right choice. But if you want a truck that is reliable, comfortable, fun off-road, and easy to live with every day, the Toyota Tacoma is the smarter option in the end. There is no absolute winner here, only the right truck for the right person.